What's up guys, my name is Therivki, you in the Vibes with Therivki channel, and this is my first video in English, so I hope you enjoy it. So let's start. 1 week ago I became 20 and I feel like I have really good advice for y'all that I learned this year. So the first thing I understood is that my family really loves me. The closest people in my life really love me, but I know what the best for me. So basically, sometimes we listen to grown people because we know they have experience and we're not. But sometimes their experience say nothing about our experience. And that's mean choose what you think is right for you, even if the older person saying that it's stupid and it's gonna not work for you and he already did this mistake. Choose it anyway. If you think it's right for you, do this. The next thing I understood is that all the friends I have all my 20 years is the same person in different body. They all was very, very toxic. And I realized this and I was like, okay, so now I need to relearn how to choose the right people. So basically, if you and I not gonna understand that we choose people because of our traumas, we're gonna choose the same people that make us feel bad about ourselves and that make us just feel very insecure about ourselves. So I used to choose friends that always like very, I would not say narcissistic, I would say like very not friendly, okay? They didn't care about me. And it was every time in my life that I always like go after them and they ignore me. And I was like, what's happening for me? And then I realized I always choose the same people that from the start showing me how they treating me. And I just closed my eyes and I was their friend for years. So this year I understood this and I cut off all the people that make me feel bad and make me feel like I'm worth nothing. And I started to learn how to choose friends and choose people that usually I would not go for as friends because they not was attractive to me, not interesting. I understood that some of my traumas made me choose specific people that ignored me, but this is not right for me anymore. So the third thing that I understood is you're not responsible for other people's emotions. It doesn't mean you need to be rude or careless and do whatever you want. It means that if you say something and it hurts someone and it tries to manipulate you and everything, it's not your responsibility to apologize and everything. No. Sometimes you're gonna say something that someone not gonna like, and it's not your responsibility to make them feel good about themselves. Okay? And sometimes it's not even your fault. They just try to manipulate you and take your energy. So basically, you do not need to take care of someone's emotions. Okay? You need to talk to them like nicely, but that's it. Like I used to feel like when I'm next to someone, I always like, is it feel good? Is it right? Everything. And I was so exhausted from this. I hated to be around people. And I realized, stop, Therivki. You're not responsible for the feeling. If they have a problem or I said something hurtful, they should tell me that. And we can like figure it out. I don't need to read their minds all the time, okay? It's not part of my job as a human being, as a friend, as a sister, as a whatever. And it's very freeing to understand this. The next thing is that I had a lot of ups and downs with my family, and it's normal, I know. But I just realized that family is everything, okay? I used to think you can like leave a family, not talk to them, like it's very trendy on TikTok to say, I cut off them and them. And I realized, no, maybe you not have to be the closest with your mother or father or your sister. But you should understand that they're the only people that gonna stay here. And this is a fact, okay? Unless they're very like abusive. But most of the time they're not. Maybe they have traumas, maybe they're not the nicest people sometimes, but they are your blood. And blood is something very important. So this year I worked and I started to work about my relationships with everybody in my family. And I become so close with my sister. It becomes so much better between us. This is basically the people that gonna be around all my life. So I want them to like me and I'm gonna like them and we have a good communication. So we need to work on this. So the next thing, I understood that the shit you see on Instagram, it's fake. Okay, there's no one night success. Okay, I did a lot of big things this year. Okay, people call me to interview, and I felt like very, I would not say famous, I would say important, because I met very cool people and everything. And I understood that some of people saw me and thought, oh my gosh, she's so lucky. And I was like, bro, I'm working for those moments for years. It's not happening just like this, okay? This money not come just like this, no. It's a lot of years and moments and hours that you work and nobody's seen anything, and you get no money and you're freaking broke. And after years, something trying to move, okay? And they see only the results that worked. So if you wanna succeed in something in your life, remember that you're gonna work hard, and people outside, when you're gonna succeed, they're gonna say, oh, she's so lucky. That's it, that's what's gonna happen. And there's no overnight success. There's a person that worked for 5 years, and in one night something big happened. Okay, but these 5 years he worked too, and nobody saw this. So if you wanna achieve something, remember this, and there's only one long way to your success in everything. So yeah, it's very sad, but this is the truth. Okay, so now about pretty privilege. So this year I feel like I have a really glow up, not the best one, but I had. And I understood that people really treating you differently if you look good. Okay, basically I just take care about myself, and I started to run and eat healthy. And bro, people give me free things or just nicer because I take care of myself. Everybody can do this, okay? It doesn't matter if you're woman or man. You can take care of yourself in the way you're gonna have pretty privilege. I believe 99% of people can have it. So it's a real thing, and it's take a lot of effort, right? Do sports, I hate it. It's healthy, it's not easy. But bro, it gives you something. I really recommend you to take care of yourself, especially if you're young and you want opportunities, and that people gonna respect you. Yeah, it even gives you respect. And that's what I think. And another one, it's not only about your beauty, it's about your how you feel about yourself, what energy you give. So basically, if you feel insecure, even if you're the prettiest person, people gonna ignore you. But you can look the ugliest, you can be the ugliest one, and be so believe in yourself and love yourself and be in such high energy about yourself that people gonna treat you like you the most important, amazing person. So there was situations there where I was not look the best, but I was so sure of myself that people treated me really good. And I understood that look matters, but your energy and your beliefs about yourself matters more. So basically, if you don't want to take care of your looks, that's okay. You can just convince yourself you're the best and you deserve the best, and give this energy, and people gonna treat you crazy, okay? People, if you choose to believe you're something and you really believe it, people see this in the way you move, what you think of yourself. So think of yourself really good. Talk about yourself in front of people and in front of your mind really good, because it affects all your life, literally all your life. It's crazy, I know. The next thing is that I understood that even the most bad things that happen to me, I take responsibility for this. So basically, everything that happens in your life, it happens because of a reason and because of me and you. You can't blame anyone. First of all, because I believe in God, and God only gives you the things that you should have in your life, even if it looks bad. And second of all, what I think here is what I see in my life. I just realized that I was such a pessimistic person. I always expected for the baddest situations, and this happened to me. I always expected betrayal, and it came. I expected to some people that they're gonna dislike me, and they hated me, really, really hated me. And I just realized that it's so deep in my mind, these bad expectations from everybody in my life. And I didn't even realize that all this shit happens because of me. I started to be more optimistic. I started to believe that now everybody gonna like me, or not like me, just respect, or that good situation gonna come to my life. And this has really worked. Not in every situations, but all those betrayals or heartbreaks didn't happen anymore this year. I had some hard times, of course, but the world was very nice to me this year. I had so many amazing moments that it was just my dreams becoming true. And I really believe it because I believed in myself, and I changed everything here. Everything here changed. And then my eyes saw different things, and my ears hear different words. I really recommend you to start to realize what's going on here, and to start expecting better life, and it will happen, I promise you. The next thing is that I stopped judging people. And why? I make lectures. I like talk to people, okay? So I go to place where there's a lot of young girls that using their bodies for money, I would say, and they're from very broke families. So I talk to them. I give them a lecture. I try to be nice and everything. And when I came back home, I was like, how I can judge? I judged those girls in the past before I came here. And now I see their life situations. They came from broke homes, no money, no nothing. And they're just trying, like, this is the way they know. So this is the year I stopped judging people. Of course, sometimes I can say, he saw this, like this and like this, but it's not real. Because I understood that even if I see like the most crazy people, they always like, I don't know what's going on in their life. And life is always like this, okay? Life is like this, and sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. And if when you're up, you make jokes about the people who down there, maybe not 100%, but maybe you're gonna one day be here and people gonna make joke and judge you. Now something that even very grown people sometimes don't know how to do, and this is saying no. A lot of us grew up in the way like we always need to say yes, and we don't want to disappoint people. And this year I understood I can disappoint people, and this is not my responsibility to make everybody happy all the time, okay? So this year I started to say no and no and no, and see people become disappointed because of me and being fine with it. And it's very hard. And not only that, I even teach my very close people in my life how to say no too. And I'm very proud of them, because saying no is saying yes to yourself, okay? When someone offers you, I don't know, a drink that you don't want, you say no, and then you stay healthy, right? So basically, say no is something so important that I recommend you all do this too. It's hard, I know, especially if you're people pleaser or ex-people pleaser, but it makes your life better, because now you focus only on the things that you want, and you say the thing only you want to say, and you're not trying to sound in the way that's gonna make people like you. You're not trying to be in the places to, I don't know, cult popular. No. Now you say yes to only a few things, and you feel okay to disappoint everybody and say no, and you don't care about expectations of other people of you. That's it. You have your life, one in life. Nobody gonna care and take care about you in the way you can do this for yourself. So start to say no. And I know, and you know what? I know it's hard at first, okay? At first, I mean in the first year, okay? It's not the first day, first month. It's first year. I know it's hard, okay? But it's either say no and feel uncomfortable at first, or say yes to everything and being hurted and used and manipulated. So it's your choice if you're gonna say no and have a good life, or yes, I'm gonna use it. Yeah. Now, something very sad and happy at the same time. This year, I stopped to have expectation from anyone, okay? If I'm nice to someone, it doesn't mean he have to be nice to me back, and that's okay. So 1 week ago was my birthday, and I chose to not give my happiness in my family hands. I was like, it's okay if they're not gonna give me flowers, anything, I'll be okay, because now maybe I treat them the best, okay? I always so care about everybody in their birthday, but I understand that it's their choice what they're gonna do about me and my birthday, and I can't manage this. I can't like give me, do for me. It's ridiculous. If they love me, they're gonna show it. If they're not care about me, they're gonna show it too. And I was like, do whatever you want. So lucky me, they gave me flowers and gifts, and I was so happy. But I was much happier because I was like, I don't expect everything. It doesn't matter that I'm so nice to them in their birthdays. It doesn't matter. I deserve everything, but for myself, not from them, because they didn't promise me anything on this life. And I really recommend this to you. Don't have expectations at all, but take the way the people treat you as a note. They nice to me or not? This is important. So I have no expectations, but if you don't care about me, have a nice day. If you care about me, welcome to my life. And this is such a good combo, because now your happiness in your hands, and at the same time you still have around you the people that cares about you because you choose them. Yeah, this is a very good idea. I love this. It was hard. It was sometimes I was disappointed of some people, but that's okay. And the last thing for today, I hope it 10 things I said. So I'm very sensitive, and at the same time I love people. So this year I learned that in some situations, even I want to be with people and I love it. I love socializing. Sometimes I don't have energy and I need to ask myself, how you feel? Go back home. Don't go to every place if you don't have energy. And it's like, it's a big FOMO, right? You want to be everywhere with everybody, but ask yourself how you feel. And I really started to like say, Rivki, how you feel? What do you need? What if, in a lot of situations. And I realized that most of my life, I didn't even care about what I really need. I just always do the thing that everybody doing. I didn't care about my emotions. So bro, start to care about your emotions. Always ask yourself how you feel, okay? Don't wait for some partner or friend to ask you. Ask yourself and do what's right for you. I hope you like this episode. I tried my best with my English. So love you guys. Don't forget to follow and leave me a comment if you like it and if you want that I'm gonna talk about other things. Bye bye. Ciao ciao.